Well, let's talk about breast cancer, which is the most common cancer in women in Australia, outside of non-melanoma skin cancers. But it's also the second most common cause of cancer death in women after lung cancer. And we think that more than 20,000 people have been diagnosed with breast cancer just this year. And the average age at diagnosis is 62, which is super young. But tonight we want to talk about some exciting advances in the world of breast cancer. Now, the Chris O'Brien Lifehouse Cancer Treatment Centre in Sydney, where my mum has gone and had cancer treatment. It's unbelievable. And it is the leading facility in Australia to implement a new breast cancer treatment that could change the game. Now, I've been reading about this Scout treatment, and I want to talk about it with Associate Professor Cindy Mack, who is one of the pioneers in this area. Cindy, thanks for joining us.
Oh, hello, Jenny. Thank you for having me.
I'm really excited about this Scout technology, but can you explain it? Because I think a lot of people who think breast cancer think, their choices are, they've got hormone treatments, they've got surgery, they've got radiotherapy, maybe some chemo, but they don't know that there's anything else out there. Tell us about Scout.
So Scout is used for surgical treatment of breast cancer. And to understand what the technology is, you have to understand a concept called wire-free localization. So all these cancers that we can't feel but we have to take out, and lots of people have their cancers diagnosed through breast screening, and they're not necessarily things that a woman can feel. We still need to take these out. So how did we normally take them out before? What we would do is put something called a wire into the breast on the day of surgery. And that is literally, Jenny, what it sounds like. It's a metal wire that pokes out of the patient's breast, gets taped to the patient. The patient comes into the operating theatre, and we followed that wire down to take out the cancer. Scout is a little device. The body of the device is no larger than a grain of rice. And it is placed into the patient, and there's this special machine that you use called a console that allows us to actually hear this device, so it's really easy to take it out. And it means that the patient doesn't have to sit around with a wire poking out of them on the day of their surgery.
That's unbelievable. Which patients are the best ones to get this Scout treatment?
Any patient that you can't feel the cancer in, or you're worried that the cancer is going to shrink as a result of giving them treatment like chemotherapy up front, those are the patients that are suitable for having a Scout device placed. It's a little reflector that has a radar in it, and it makes this really intuitive beeping sound as you put the probe of the console over it. It basically just goes, I hope you don't mind my making this weird sound. It doesn't actually sound like it, but it goes beep, 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 beep. And it's so easy to find this to take it out.
And can they only get it at the Chris O'Brien Lifehouse, or can they get it at through other breast surgeons around Australia?
There aren't that many centres around Australia utilising it at the moment, but you can get them in New South Wales, in several other centres. Chris O'Brien Lifehouse was the first centre to utilise it properly, and we have the largest body of experience in Australia with Scout reflectors, but fortunately, it's really starting to take off in other parts of Australia, including Victoria.
Look, it's such an exciting time to be a breast cancer surgeon, which I know at times can feel really tough. It can be a really tough job, but we're super excited to have you on and for sharing what you and your colleagues are doing at the Chris O'Brien Lifehouse. Dr. Cindy Mack, thanks so much for joining us on Healthy Living.
Thank you very much for having me, Jenny. Have a lovely evening.
Amazing work there by Associate Professor Dr. Cindy Mack from the Chris O'Brien Lifehouse, Director of Breast Surgery. We're back in a moment on Healthy Living. Yes.